the National Drug Authority. Also, this is what you see on this other side of the Sezibwa Road of the Cadenza Royal Apartments. It's not Royal Palm. I've been saying Royal Palm, but it is not Royal Palm. When I zoom in, that's how the Royal Apartments look like. So they are going to be overshadowed by this. This is how these look like at the moment. I think they are done with most of the finishing, and now they are finishing the finishing. Wow, this structure has been faster. I think, wow, it has taken some little time. This is called Wandegea Road. The other one is called Buganda Road. This is Wandegea Road, and the construction is just here. This is where it is. So it's not a government project. People constructing again here is SMS construction. You can see that crane. It is turning at the moment. This one here. So those are the Royal Palms. You can see the crane up here. It is also still moving. So constructions are still happening. The Afro Exim Park, something like that, by Exim Bank. So that is something to do with China. You see the cranes lifting soil and concrete. So that is the here. Afrexim Trade Center, Afrexim Bank Trade Center is what it is called. And this road is called the Corridon Road. It goes up to around the Tanan Avenue. And around there, that's where the Airtel head offices are, this building. So the hill is called the Clement Hill. This structure looks good now. I think it was facelifted. And the client to this building is the United Nations. Around here, this is where the Airtel offices are, head offices, and then in front, this structure that you see here, that's where the Val real estate offices are. And then just right next to them is a building that is coming up, the National Planning Authority, coming up just right there. That's where they're going to be putting it. You can see it. So I take on this other side. And around here, this is what we call the Cotton House. Still having offices to do with cotton. Yeah. This is the Airtel head offices. And then this is Mnet offices. This small structure that you see before me is the Tanzania High Commission. And then behind it is the Royal Palms. Not yet complete, but I guess some people have already booked. They may also be already booked to nothing left at the moment. Those are the ones. So this is where the Exim or Afro Exim Bank Park is being raised, and this side is where we have the La Roche, the Royal Palm Apartments. Yeah, this is where they are. Around here, this is where we have the La Rose. They put up another extra structure. This is the one here, the one in green. It wasn't there initially. That's how it looks like. So I see some army guys the other side. I don't want to mess up. That's how it looks like. Wow. Just down there is a beautiful office of the apartments. But while we are there, we also have another structure in front of us. This structure is the Cadenza. If you've heard about the Cadenza, you've seen the adverts on YouTube as you're watching our videos. This is Cadenza, the tallest residential structure. So the makers or the builders of, what is it called? The builders of the bridge are the ones building this as well. So this was announced before the bridge, and of course at the bridge nothing is happening. Here this is what is happening so far. Yeah, looks like something strong is what they're gearing up for. Something strong and tall enough. This is where we are. They've laid the concrete for the basements already. They are done with the basements. Level 1 is done. They are preparing the floor of level 2. No, the floor of level 3 is what they're preparing for. So this is what is happening at the Cadenza construction. Studios, yeah, they're going to be selling studio, 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom apartments is what they're going to be selling. The same as the other one which they showed us as well. And that's how the structure is going to look like, just like this. So this is what they're still building. This, and we are on Katonga Road. Wow. Also, this is what you see on this other side of the Sezibwa Road of the Cadenza structure. Cadenza by vow. And the other one is the La Rose Royal Apartments. It's not Royal Palm. I've been saying Royal Palm, but it is not Royal Palm. When I zoom in, that's how the Royal Apartments look like. Cadenza Royal, La Rose Royal Apartments. So they are going to be overshadowed by this. We shall wait for everything as it unfolds. And I remember there is a time I used to say that, when will this be set up? Also have a showroom for their products. It's there if you want to see what they have. You get in there and then see what it's going to look like. Some small structure right there down. That's where it is. So guys, this is what is happening right somewhere here. And here you can see Kololola Hill. This is the Cadenza construction. It's now getting out. This is the main house, the main structure. And this is something like a shed, and this is where it stops around here. So this one is going to go up according to what I already saw. This place I now call the capital city of billboards. So many billboards, it's so busy now. The only sirens that should be on the road.
I just made that.
Finally, the name Hilton has been put on all sides, just like it is with Marriott. Wow, this structure has been faster. I think, wow, it has taken some little time. Irang Hotel. This is how it looks like. In most cases, Chinese have a way they construct and the buildings go faster, like they don't give them much time, much concentration. They use frames like metal frames and then come up with everything. So this is how it looks like. It's now a bigger structure for the hotel. So these are the green top structure that I've been talking about. They're up here, these two. I think I should get there and then later I can continue the other side. Something like a structure is happening down there because the workers are now done with whatever they were doing. I think it's time to end the day around that iron sheet. I think this is the Akibwa Road. No? It's not, but it links, maybe that is the Akibwa Road, the road that takes you into the State House. Because when you continue somewhere, there is a blockade. And then if you're to continue towards towards Nakasero Hill, you branch and go to the Nakasero Hospital. Then up, around there is something like a barracks maybe. So I am making my way up. This is Nakasero Hill, where I am. Some people only know the side of the State House, the side of the Independence Monument. So this is the other shadow of the Nakasero Hill, where I am right now. That is the Hilton Hotel. These beautiful apartments look like this. This is how these look like at the moment. At one time I brought you how they were looking like they were still constructing them, and now it is the finishing that is happening. But I tell you, I think they are done with most of the finishing, and now they are finishing the finishing. This is how they look like. I think they're supposed to be called the green top apartments 2024. Let me read around here. I think their signpost is no longer here, so they have also built this other structure out here. The time I was here, it wasn't here. So I'm going to end here and continue the other sides. Also, the time I passed here, they were building this road. This one. I think this is called the Akibwa Road. It goes, yeah, it is the Akibwa Road. It goes up into the other side. Akibwa Road is one of the celebrated athletes that we have. He won several, I think he won the first gold. We are supposed to also have Akibwa Stadium. It's under construction. This is the Hilton. So when I look at the signpost around here, they say they have offices, grade A plus offices for rent. So this is the Pearl Tower 1, and the Hilton is just right here. Around here is another site, some property coming up. I knew this as a property of, what is it called? KCCA, because it was labeled KCCA property, not for sale. This plot somewhere here. But I recently saw a construction coming up, so let's go check it out and see what it is. The Embassy of Italy is supposed to be up here. I'm telling you before I get there, because of security maybe. Haifa International. I think I should just pass through here. Okay, here I can't have a clear view of it. Or maybe if I go around and saw you through, but that is the reason for this iron sheet right there. I have to go back. Can I peep through? I can't even peep through, it's all sealed. But there is a structure coming up. This is where I'm going to end. This is called the Yusufulay Road. This is where the Pearl Tower 1 is. Wow, they all are enjoying the traffic jam at the moment. So the Pearl Tower 1 is there, right there. This is the Ministry of Health. When I turn like this, there is a construction here. It's a government building. I think it's gonna be the directorate of something to do with, okay, forensics. And that's where it's going to be. The construction is still going up. We shall be waiting to see what happens. So I connected you just by by showing you that this is the Ministry of Health for you to easily click with it. So the people constructing again here is SMS Construction, the company that I've showed you somewhere back there, that it is the one in charge of the company in charge of the construction that is in a project where the one I've showed you back in the space where I've told you the client is NSSF, right next to the Afro-Exim Bank project there. So this is where it is. I'll be bringing more updates with time. There is a beautiful sunset here. I don't know if it will adjust, but around here there is a beautiful sunset. Looks magical. So the other structure, the name of the other structure, I'm going to tell you, just right there. Its name it's under the Ministry of Internal Affairs, and it is the Directorate of Government Analytical Laboratory, something like that. Things to do with forensics. So this road drops you down there. That is called the Haji Musa Road, the road that takes you up to around the Wandegear traffic lights. So these ones take you backwards towards the Mulago traffic lights. So around here, this is where the Uganda Road ends. So around here is the YMCA Wandegear campus. So there is a construction that is happening somewhere up here. So around here is a construction that is happening. This is called the Wandegear Road. The other one is called Buganda Road. This is Wandegear Road, and the construction is just here. I'm not sure of who the client is. Let's go read on the signpost and see who the client is. But most of these structures are supposed to be government offices. Like this one, it's a project by the National Drug Authority, of course, which is a government entity. So this is a proposed commercial. The build client is IHL, so it's just IHL. Yep. That's what is happening. They are done with the day. So this is where it is. So it's not a government project, as I had said. The client is IHL. Just initials are used. So this is a proposed commercial building. That means space for offices. It also means it could be space for restaurants and other shops as well for stay. So this is where I'll be ending. The National Drug Authority